Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scarbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Sunday, September 5th, or if you're in Australia, it is Monday and September 6th. Today the moon is in Leo and shifts into Virgo at 7:07 p.m. on the east coast of the U.S. We do have the moon, while in Leo, make an opposition to Jupiter. That opposition is right around the degrees of the, the full moon? Was it the full moon? Yeah, the full moon that we had with the sun in Leo, the moon in Aquarius conjunct Jupiter in Aquarius. That was, what was that, last month? Goodness gracious, I can't even tell you when that was. I know it happens. I can't remember the day. But, becoming aware of our own creative abilities in opposition to the needs of the collective. So we're going to have some of that today. The big aspect today is a square between Pluto and Venus. Venus is in Libra at this time. Of course, Pluto is in Capricorn. And this is a crisis in consciousness, a last quarter square where we question authority and we want to break free to become individuated. And of course, what's happening here in the States is that the very restrictive heartbeat, I guess it's called heartbeat law, went into effect in Texas on September 1st, limiting a woman's right to a legal and safe abortion if it is beyond 6 weeks. And it doesn't matter what the situation is. It doesn't matter if it was rape or incest. It doesn't matter. It's illegal to get an abortion past 6 weeks. And if you are found to help or aid, and this includes any doctor giving an abortion, or you driving your friend to the clinic or lending her some money to have the abortion, you can be sued by just any person on the street, like vigilantes. So this need to control women's bodies is certainly seen in the astrology at this time. That being said, in the sky we also have Eris, the goddess who takes no poop, and is a revolutionary, and she is actually square Pluto in opposite Venus and Vesta, I think, at this time still. So there's a great focus on this issue of power and control over women's bodies, and we can see it out there. Now, I personally think that this is going to be a clarion call, that they've gone just too far and the people are just not going to stand for it. So I think that this is a real turning point in the fight for women's rights to their own bodies. And I think things are going to turn around for that. But this is the time. This is what the stars are indicating. So what's going on here at the Seeds? So that's intense. Ooh, I don't know if you can see, there's a hummingbird over there. I don't know if I'm even focusing on it. Over by what are those called, 4 o'clocks? Yeah, they're open now. It's not 4 o'clock, but the hummingbird is in there. Juicing up for its big journey back to, I don't know where these hummingbirds overwinter. Mexico, I think, some of them. But it's drinking up. And of course I have hummingbird feeders, so they get a nice boost of juice from me. So cool. So hummingbirds are about joy and being in the moment. So if you're worried about this whole thing that's going on right now, the hummingbird says be in the moment and, suck in the sweetness of life, as it were. Here's Gretchen's rose. Still blooming all summer, and getting enormous. This rose is enormous. Booze rose is in the back there. That also bloomed this summer, but not quite as much as this yellow rose. And so over here, this is the fennel that's been around and about. It started to go to seed, and so I'm just harvesting. I have so much, I wouldn't know what to do with all of it. And it does take a lot of time to harvest the seeds. So we harvest those and then we use them for cooking. And fennel is really good for upset stomach. I know my grandmother used to put it in the baby's milk, I think, to help with colic. It helps with gas. And it's also a breath freshener. And it's delicious in sausage if you're, do sausage, things like that. So anyway, that's what's going on today. I just did a video, a card reading on the Texas abortion law. So if you want to check that out, it was pretty interesting reading. And since I did it, I watched a few more readers. Lena Down Under, and she came up with a similar sort of thing. So don't lose heart, ladies, or men, or gentlemen, or people. Can you imagine telling a man that he has to do something? I mean, people don't want to wear freaking masks in the middle of a pandemic, and yet they expect to tell women what to do with their own bodies. Come on, fellas. Come on, people. What's wrong with you? Oh, all right. I'm going to go now. Much love, everyone. Take care, and namaste.